Let's create a hue saturation adjustment layer in our image. We want to make a local adjustment, change the color of the dress while leaving the rest of the image intact. The problem with an image like this is that the color of the dress is very similar to the skin tone, so it's difficult to adjust only the former. We perceive the difference more in saturation than in hue, but we just said that the hue saturation adjustment only takes hue into account. Let's see if we can intervene. Hue saturation has a new feature introduced in Photoshop from version 26.1 onwards. It's called Prominent Colors. This feature analyzes the image and stores the colors it deems most significant in the 6 available samples. To activate it, select Prominent Colors from the Preset menu to see the samples change color. Out of curiosity, let's check how accurate Photoshop's selection is. Select the first sample and try changing the hue. You will see that this affects both the dress and the skin tone, but not the background. Double-click to reset the cursor position and move on to the second sample. This affects the skin tone, but not the dress. The third sample affects the background, but it seems that there is a bug in the color of the patch because, as you can see below, the selection is green as it should be, but the patch appears orange. The fourth sample affects some marginal areas of the background. The fifth sample does nothing, as it seems to affect the purple below, and there is no purple in the image. However, the color is inexplicably brown. The sixth and final sample does nothing. As the prominent colors do not appear to be particularly significant, we resort to manual sampling. For example, double-click on the last patch to sample a significant point on the dress. This selection affects both the dress and the skin tone, suggesting we should adjust the sliders below. Let's start narrowing the color range of intervention both on the left and right, and we can also move it globally. However, we notice some artifacts, especially when we zoom in on the image. We can try to make the transition smoother, perhaps. We can move the sliders inside. However, we need to narrow the range, but as you can see, we cannot find a situation in which the dress takes on the color we want without contamination. We have therefore identified 2 issues. First, the selection of colors by the new Prominent Colors function is questionable. Second, we are dealing with 2 hues that are too similar to be easily separated. Does this mean we are condemned to working in LAB? Or is there a chance we can complete the operation while remaining in RGB? The answer is yes. What Hue Saturation finds difficult, the MTC ChromaWarp plugin can do easily, as I will now demonstrate.